All right, algebra, we're talking about dividing polynomials today. So our first problem, actually, you really already know how to do. So we're taking a trinomial here, and we're dividing it by just a monomial, by one term. And what we can do is, you could almost rewrite this as each term divided by 2x squared. And then just do that division. You know, 8x to the third divided by 2x squared. 8 divided by 2 is 4. X to the third divided by x squared is x to the first, or just x. Remember, you subtract your exponents. 3 minus 2 is 1. 4x squared divided by 2x squared. 4 divided by 2 is 2. X squared divided by x squared, they cancel each other out, so they're gone. And then we've got minus 12x divided by 2x squared. 12 divided by 2 is 6. But x divided by x squared, remember, if you subtract your exponents, 1 minus 2 would be negative 1. So that would be x on the bottom. So this would be x to the negative first. So you would write it like that, as 6 over x. And that's our answer. We've successfully done the division. So that's pretty much review. We've done that. But now let's talk about we're dividing a trinomial by a binomial. So in this case, what we have to do is we have to do actually long division. So what we do is we take our problem, 2x squared minus x minus 3, and we put it under the long division bar. And we're dividing that by x plus 1. And what we're going to do is, I'm going to see how many times x plus 1 goes into 2x squared minus x. So so basically all I'm really focusing on, though, is how many times x goes into 2x squared. Well, what would I would have to multiply x by 2 and by another x. And when I do it, since I'm putting it into these two terms, I put it there on top of the x. It should line up with the same degree. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this 2x and multiply it by x plus 1. 2x times x is 2x squared, and that's what we want to happen. We want this times this to give us that, because we want them to cancel, because it's how long division works. Then 2x times 1 is just positive 2x. And now what we're going to do is we're going to subtract just like we would do long division. 2x squared minus 2x squared cancels, because that was the whole point of that. We wanted those to cancel. Negative x minus a positive 2x, negative 1 minus 2, that would be negative 3x. Then we bring down the minus 3, just like you do long division. If you've forgotten, Google, how do I do long division? Watch a video, remind yourself how to do long division. So now I'm going to do x into negative 3x. Well, x goes into negative 3x, negative 3 times. I'm going to take this negative 3, I multiply it by each term here. Negative 3 times x is negative 3x. Negative 3 times 1 is negative 3. I'm going to subtract these. Negative 3x minus negative 3x cancels. That was the point. Negative 3 minus negative 3, that's also 0. So we have no remainder. We'll get to problems with remainders in a minute. But this one, we have no remainder. So our answer is just 2x minus 3. And you could always check your answer by taking the 2x minus 3, doing the FOIL method times x plus 1. You should get that. All right, that's example 1. I got a couple more coming.